Okay, I think let's go take out the tablet first. Welcome back, everybody, to the next part of our Paladin playthrough of World of Warcraft. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Stranglethorn is definitely a lot of go kill a bunch of enemies and return back to me quests, so it's not the most thrilling, but there's some lore that's happening with this. I think the Cape has a little bit more fun quests. Oh, and actually, hang on, let me... Oh, nope, never mind. I'm not going to do that. I was going to summon our hatchling and take one of those guys out, because I swear there's a quest related to them. I think we need to keep our raptor with us while we're traveling. Okay, let's go ahead and grab some lore from the tablet. Let's go around this way so we don't have to interact with so many of these trolls. And by interact, I mean brutally murder. You know, it happens. It's WoW. Pretty much just a game where you kill things. Oh yeah, look at it. Favorite skull. Your pet raptor seems to have found a new toy, a skull from a nearby troll skull pile. What sets the skull apart from the rest of the beyond you, but for some reason she won't put it down. Osborne Omnisicus, the gnome, I butchered that name, the gnome you saved from Kurzen's compound, is an expert in troll history and physiology. Maybe he'll have some idea of what makes this one so special. Okay, let's go ahead and take this one. Some etchings. Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and try it on the Murloc one. I swear there's something with this raptor that used to be with the Murlocs. Maybe they took it out of the game, but I swear there used to be a quest down here to like eat the Murlocs or something. Didn't get anything from that, so maybe there's not. Maybe it's one in the future. I swear there used to be something with the Murlocs, but let's go to the compound, and then when we come back down here, we'll just take the flight point back. So we also have the Zul'Gurub dungeon in here, which has some nice upgrades. There's definitely some appearances I haven't received from that dungeon, so we'll have to check that one out too at some point, whether or not we do it. So pretty much with dungeons, basically, there's two ways I can do them. I can do them while I'm still in Chromie time, so I actually get upgrades that are kind of relevant to what I'm doing, and I would do them in a dungeon group that was formed, or else I turn off Chromie time and kind of do them higher level so they don't pose a challenge. The main thing I'm having trouble with, and I said this a little bit last episode, is I want to experience the story. So, and it's kind of, I don't want to go in there and take a bunch of time off of other people, or like when they rush ahead in the dungeon while I'm reading the quests. So I'm trying to decide how I want to do things. Maybe on another character we'll just see the quests. I'm not sure. I'm still thinking about it, and I want to get them done soon. I'll probably start doing dungeons before this episode comes out, like recording wise. Oh, and these commandos are the ones that have so much health. But yeah, it's something I'm thinking about. So maybe this episode I'll kind of talk it out to myself in my head, or start to think about how I'd want to do that. See, we see a lot of these commandos in here, so I feel like that's gonna get so annoying because these commandos have so much health. They're just like sponges. Oh, there's another one. And they run away like that, which is kind of annoying. I don't know if they heal when they run away, but we'll just keep going in. They'll run back eventually. To their death. Oh great, we have another one that has joined us. Hopefully the commandos don't continue into the main parts of the dungeon, because I feel like that would just be a bit much. We probably could have avoided this guy, to be honest. probably one right here. Yep. I guess you can just say Kurzen had some pretty good lackeys hiding out in these caves. I mean, it makes sense because he'd want to put them where they can protect the leaders if they're actually hiding out in here. I suppose it makes sense. There's one of them, Chief Anders. There's no where to set our Hearthstone in this northern cape. It's kind of interesting. Okay, one down. Let's see, which way do we want to go next? I'm thinking down this way to get, who's this? Chief Gallus? Kurzen Elite? Or Kurzen Witch Doctor? Let's take out the Witch Doctor. He's more on the way we're going. And he's just hitting me with a piece of wood, so works better in my advantage. Okay, Chief Gallus. Or Gallus? Okay, there's number 2 down. Getting close to 40. I think that's the level we can buy the next fastest mount speed. I think it should apply to ground mounts as well as flying mounts, but I think it's like 4,000 gold, so we're quite a bit of ways away from that. Level 39. We'll choose that talent point once we're out of this. Ooh, we got 2 Wake of Ashes back to back. New ability unlocked, Wake of Ashes. Interesting. Why did it say that? Definitely not a new ability that we unlocked. Oh, this is Chief Miranda. I didn't even see that we were taking out another one of the bosses. Let's stun her. And before she wakes up, we'll put a shield on just real quick. I think this takes out any damage, right? Yeah. The shield is pretty good in AoE because once it's done, you actually deal a bunch of the damage that you took outwards like that when it explodes. So that's pretty cool. I've had that finish off enemies before. Okay, that's 3 of 4, so we just got one more. It's definitely gotten nicer as we've gotten further into the cave. Less and less of these enemies, although we're going to have to go back through all of them. Let's see, we have a Shadow Hunter and the Chief. I think we should be able to aggro the Chief without the Shadow Hunter. Yes. Should be able to take him out pretty quick with wings. Cool. Okay, that's all of them. Now we just gotta go back out of here, and we'll go down to Fort Livingston, or that area, and take out a couple more animals. Oh great, I almost took my mind off of these commandos, but now they're back. Getting lots of meat from Stranglethorn Vale though, so hopefully we'll be able to level up our cooking quite a bit. Getting attacked by these guys. They actually take a big chunk out of your health with those lightning bolts. Well, that one wasn't as bad, but... Okay, we just need an Elder Crocolisk skin. This should be good. This guy's moving around so much. Just stay still while I kill you, would you? Okay, nice. First one. Okay, let's take out the tiger. Where'd he go? He's down there. Is that really where he... Oh, he's right down there. It made him look like he was in the water somewhere. Oh, and we have a panther. That's nice. Oh my gosh. Why so many panthers? Is that normal? I don't know if we got unlucky there or that they like came to his aid. I'm thinking they came to his aid. Who is here? Oh, somebody from the Horde, so let's not mess with him. Okay, let's go ahead and take the flight path back to the rebel camp. So I want to do more research because I'm still seeing that the Blade of Justice cooldown is still being reset and damage increased, and it comes across as being from Blade of Wrath, even though we have the talent here. That Art of War has a 35% chance to reset Wake of Ashes instead of Blade of Justice, so I don't know if that's not working correctly or how that works. I'm not sure, unless this is a separate, like it does its own 50%. Because it has to. So this has to be like doing it 50% baseline since we're changing Art of War to do the 12% to Templar. Well, I don't know. We'll do that in a second. Oh, we have Berlin Burnquill. I didn't see this guy last time. I never got to properly thank you for saving me. Thank you, Eleazar. I'm still a little fatigued from my captivity, so I thought you might help me with my studies. As a shaman of the Wildhammer clan, I'm very interested in the shamanistic I'm going to say shamanistic practices of the Bloodscalp tribe. Their magic seems to have diverged in an interesting direction. If I had one of those totems that the shamans use, I could begin my studies. You'll find them at the Balal ruins on the coast to the southwest. Okay, what about Brother Nimitz? Got some of those stones for him. Make sure you handle that stuff carefully, Eleazar. We don't know what it is.
See you later.
Brother Nimitz opens up a pouch and lets you place the crystal inside. I knew they'd have more of this substance. I'm going to send this to my contacts at Fort Livingston to the south. Hopefully they'll have more luck with it. Thank you for everything, Eleazar.
Have a good one.
Okay. Maybe we'll see that at some quests in Fort Livingston then.
Need something?
Corporal Sethman, did you make it down to Balal ruins yet? Did you find the tablet? We did. Oh, we can read this actually. Moon over the veil. Let's see how long this is. Oh, this one's quite long. Okay, this is another reading session. If you don't like listening to this, you can go ahead and skip a few minutes ahead, but I am going to read this to get lore. Moon over the veil. A moon over the veil shines, casting its glow upon the jungle, where proud warriors heed the call to defend our nation in sacred grounds. A moon over the veil shines far above the cries of battle, where blood is spilled of foe and comrade alike. And when our brethren pass into realms beyond the known, the soul spirit hardens deep beneath the veil. And when our brethren pass into the mountain's temple, we shall protect their eternal spirit, encased within the holy blue crystal. Oh, could that be the crystal that we just gave to this guy over here, Brother Nimitz? And when our brethren pass, a moon over the veil shines. Grillick the Wanderer. So that was Moon over the Veil. This is Grillick the Wanderer. So it seems like a bunch of poetry. Tale of Grillick the Wanderer. The beginnings of the tablet were worn and erased, but the end was legible. Grillick stamped through the jungle, and his eyes burned and his chest rumbled, for there was great anger in him. In fury he roared to the sky, and he raised his arms. He raised his left arm, grown strong and sure from hunting without its twin. For Grillick's right arm was gone, and it would not return. And so he wandered and he searched, and his arm remained lost to him. And so he cursed and roared as he walked. But Grillick had long ago turned his ears away from the spirits, and they were angered and would not listen to his curses. Doomed was Grillick, doomed to wander, armless. Fall of Gurabashi. Rising from the ocean, a tower of water, Neptulon sent the great kraken to doomed Ilali. So huge were their forms that jungles of kelp swayed through their limbs, and leviathans swam through bodies. The largest kraken then raised his arms high and crashed them into the sea, sending waves about him, and they raged toward Ilali. The kraken roared, and their voices thundered like an ocean storm. We come. Minloth, standing firm, called forth his magic. The waves sent to Ilali parted and washed to both sides, and they flooded the jungle beyond. Minloth then bade his minions chant spells of binding, and a din rang out as dozens of troll voices rose, and one voice rose above the rest. Minloth bellowed and his magic gathered the power of his minion's spells, and he cast it at the approaching kraken. The seas parted, and Minloth's spell sped towards the servants of Neptulon. Lightning tore the sky, and the spell struck them, and 1,000 bolts fell, boiling water and burning craters in the earth. Minloth cried in triumph, knowing his spell would fell the great beasts. But the kraken are old, very old. They remembered when the land was first born from the sea. They remembered when the old ones ruled and when the travelers came and cast them down. They remembered when magic was new. They are old, and they may hold many secrets. And though Minloth's spell was strong, like the troll, was mortal. And so it failed. It failed to bind the kraken, but it enraged them. Not in aeons had a mortal caused them pain, and the troll's spell was painful. And so they shed the bindings of Minloth's spell, but they roared and struck with fury. A rumble was heard as great waves rose from the deep and raced towards the land. When they reached Ilali, they cast a shadow on the city, but before they destroyed it, the kraken halted, poised. The troll witch doctors trembled and cried out to their master. Minloth gazed at the mountains of the sea, doomed and defiant. He turned to his adepts and whispered, and the trolls etched his last words into stone. Minloth then faced the looming kraken. He grimaced and hurled his staff, his last bold act. The kraken then bent their fury upon Minloth, and the ocean fell upon Ilali, and it was no more. And then the waters fell upon the jungle, washing clean at all they met. Trolls and beasts cried out as the waters smashed and drowned them. Many Gurabashi wondered why the ocean swallowed them, but then they died, and they knew nothing. And finally, when the waters reached the mountains, they stopped. Appeased, they retreated back beyond the shores, and they left a wake of death. They retreated, but they surged around Ilali and remained, drowning it forever. And the chief Vargazul, safe beyond the mountains in Zul'Gurub, went out to the jungle and found it washed clean of his people, and he despaired, for his dreams of conquest were thwarted, and never was Minloth the serpent found. Emperor's Tomb. By moon and fire, by flesh and bone, scribed in blood, carved in stone, leave this place or meet your doom. Death stands guard over the Emperor's tomb. Interesting. So a bunch of little short stories in there. Definitely give some more backstories to the trolls in the area. So at some point, looks like they were fighting kraken, and they pretty much caused the seas to wipe out all this area except for Zul'Gurub in here. Interesting.
What can I do for you?
Did you find the tablet? We sure did.
Be careful.
To be honest, I'm sending this information home to Stormwind for my wife and son. They love to hear about what I've been doing out here in the jungle, and I only get to visit them so often. Every little bit helps. Thank you, Eleazar. Okay, interesting choice to do that with. Osbjorn Omnibus. This was about that scalp that we found. Let's go ahead and get our raptor out. Well, we didn't find it. Our raptor did. What do we have here? A young raptor and her pet human. Ha! More importantly, what is that skull you have there? This was no ordinary troll. He was big. Osborne rasps on the head case. And strong, too, you know? I've been meaning to try my hand at some troll magic. How hard could it be? Let's use this strong fellow as a test subject, shall we?
Off and away!
Osborne looks at the skull again. In life he was strong, powerful, a lord among trolls. With our help he can be a lord once more. The Bloodscalp scavengers that wander the ruins to the southwest hoard magical fetishes that can help us. They hide these artifacts under the ground. Use your hatchling to find these artifacts, Eleazar, and bring them here.
You have a great
Okay.
day now.
Doing that. Lieutenant Doran. We took out all the leaders in there. Marvelously executed, Eleazar. My men and I can handle the rest. With Kurzen out of the picture, we may be able to continue our original expedition here in Stranglethorn, which was, no matter. Please, feel free to pursue our armor stores. You may find something that fits you well. Okay, interesting. Let's put this chestplate on and see if this is better for us.
For the Alliance.
Let's see if we do another one. No, so we'll just take the chest piece because it sells for more anyway. Oh, it actually upgraded. Oh, so that's definitely an upgrade for us now. Cool. I wonder what their original purpose here was. In Emerline Junis, water elementals. I arrived in Stranglethorn to study a feature known as the Altar of Nias, but made the uncomfortable choice of denying Colonel Kurzen's advances, which earned me several years in that cage. Several years, oh my goodness. Now that I'm out, I figure I might as well continue with my original studies. The altar is on an island to the west, south of Zulkunda. Gather some of the bracers from the island's water elementals. Oh, and you can use this device when you're finished. No need to make the walk all the way back here.
Safe travels.
We've got a device, Emerald's Telling Sphere. Ask Emerald Junis to teleport to your location within Northern Stranglethorn. That's nice. Okay, cool. So got our tasks for here. I think I'll do some cooking, and then we'll continue on with some of these other quests. Oh, we just opened that chest that we got from, I think we got it from fishing. Teaches you the fine art of fish finding. So I think this will actually show the ability to actually track, yeah, fish nodes. That's really cool. Nice. I didn't know that's, I knew that was a thing, and I had it on some of my other characters, but I didn't actually know you could just get it from a trunk like that. So cool. So yeah, so now it'll actually show up on our map when there's fishing nodes. Nice. And what kind of school they are. I guess it actually shows us. Okay. Hey, back to the Nessingwary camp.
You got my attention.
I see you're back, old bloke. King Bangladesh has caused me to come crawling back to camp many times. Hang in there. Oh, we actually got him. Bloody well done, righto. Congratulations, Eleazar, for succeeding where others have failed. I am honored to count you as a comrade of our great hunting party here. No one will ever doubt your expertise in hunting and tracking. Cheers to you, I say. Cheers. Got a nice glove upgrade, too. Oh, and they're bright red. Probably from all the killing we've done. Cool, so we got that one knocked off the list. I read somewhere that the elder crocolists are slowly dying out. Bad news for my business, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Anyways, I hope you have the elder snapjaw crocolist skin for me.
Keep it real.
Great, thanks to your help, I'll have this order filled and sent off to Director Rivelvox on the next boat to Undermine. Ahead of schedule, even. For all your hard work, here. I made some extras, so take a pair. It's on Durz. It looks like it's, since it's not plate, we don't actually get it. And remember, there's no boot as fine as one of Drizzlick's Excelsior line.
Have a good one.
Cool, so this is actually another quest line that we got done, so... Or, well, that was one. The Green Hills of Stranglethorn was a different one, I guess? Yeah, complete all the quests for Nessingwary. Okay, so we gotta get some tiki fetishes, a totem, and some bracers down there, so let's get at that. So we just gotta follow our hatchling, it seems like. Oh yeah, he'll just do all the work. Just follow him. It's making it really easy for us. We just gotta follow him around. He hasn't even made us have to kill any trolls yet. Except for one, I guess, when we first got here. Oh. Spoke too soon, I guess. Okay, that's all those. Nice. That was easy. Okay, got the totem. Now I just need to go get the water elementals. I was just trying to think. What my favorite zone would be from each expansion. I think that's something we'll kind of discover as we play through this playthrough, since we'll be actually playing through all the zones. Like some of the zones I haven't played through on the Alliance side, specifically even in Kalimdor. So maybe some of those will be there. So like for right now, I'd say probably my favorite zone in here. Man, I really don't know. I actually like the Plaguelands. I feel like I remember liking the Plaguelands when I first played through, when I first started WoW. but that could have obviously changed. I don't know. I've played through some of these zones up here, like, especially, I mean, they're not specifically for Horde, but or not specifically for Alliance, but for the Horde anyway. I really like playing through, like, the Undead starting area. That's a really good one. I always thought the story was pretty interesting. Lots of different elements going on. And it travels through, like, multiple zones. That's, like, at least with the human zones, it doesn't feel like that. You kind of have just disjointed stories. At least for now. I mean, that changes, obviously, with expansions, and I'm sure some zones, Alliance-wise, have stories. But, I mean, even Stranglethorn Vale, I don't remember it being too intertwined, and if it is, like, it's pretty minimal how, like, this zone ties in with the Cape of Stranglethorn. Oh, we got another hat. Another leather hat. Cool. Now we just need a plate hat. Oh, this one looks pretty good. This one looks like we were actually going fishing or something. Got distracted. Used all my generators when I had max holy power. That's nice. Hey, there's level 40. I was thinking about doing maybe some PvP too, just for fun on this character. I'm not a big PvPer, but I'd like to try it more. I'm getting more into dungeons on the other characters, so it might be fun. Here we go. Yes, Eleazar. These will do for my purposes, though we can't activate the altar with bracers alone. I need something to cut into the raw elemental power of these bracers, something strong and abrasive, but still of the sea. The Murkgil Murlocs have moved inland from the sea, but they still carry vials of sea salt on them. What they use it for, I can't be sure, but it will serve us in our studies. You can find the Murkgil in the glade south of the rebel camp and east of Balal ruins. So this is the quest I figured was for the Murkgils. So, there we go. Definitely have one, but now we gotta travel all the way back. Let's see, we do have 2 talent points, one for Paladin and one for Ret, so we'll go ahead and check these out as well. I think we'll go ahead and get this Judgment damage increase out of the way. And let's see for this one. I'm thinking just reduce the cooldown for Blessing of Protection. Let's just do that. Kind of boring, but it's nice. Now it's a 4-minute, I believe. Yep, 4-minute cooldown. Is there not a better way we could have gotten sea salt from the actual sea that we were in? We got some male leggings that have a lot of different things on them. We decrease our strength and critical strike, but we have a pretty good increase to our mastery, and I mean our haste. I don't know. Let's go ahead and try these and see how that works. Definitely an increase to our haste is nice. Yeah, it feels, I mean, let's see, haste is only plus 22. I think we're only getting it from, yeah, like 2 pieces of gear. But it pretty much doubled what we had, I think. Okay, there's our sea salt, so let's go back to the rebel camp and turn all this stuff in. Actually, we can do this from here. The salt. We have what we need. Are you ready to activate the altar of Nihilus, Eleazar? Okay. The salt you brought was sufficient to activate the bracer's innate enhancements. I've taken these enhancements and combined them into a summoning token, a gift, if you will. Return to the Isle of Nias and place the gift on Nias' altar. Call me again once you have his heart. Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh my gosh, we got ambushed. I ran right through him. Okay, we're back to the altar, so let's go ahead and use this. Should we take him out? Yes, let's take him out before we summon things. Okay, keep getting interrupted. This guy's gonna interrupt us, I'm sure. Who challenges Nias? Puny human, you are a little better than those mindless trolls I have played against each other like board games. Or pieces on a board game. Okay. Activate wings, take this guy out faster. Okay, let's activate this. Oh wait, no. Can we use the summoning sphere? Yes, we can. I eagerly await the results. My colleagues within the Kirin Tor will be happy to learn that the heart is ours. Thank you for your assistance, Eleazar. I couldn't have done it without you. So we could get a one-handed blade or some boots. I think these boots are definitely a better upgrade. And they got upgraded to rare. Nice, nice. Okay, let's go back to... I wonder where this is coming from. Is that a Westfall dam? It's like a dam right there coming down from possibly Westfall. Let's go back to the Rebel camp and turn in these quests, and that'll probably wrap it up for this episode. But I feel like where else do we have to explore? I think just over near Zul'Gurub. Oh my gosh, there's lots of these guys around here. Why are there so many? This is a dangerous area. Oh my gosh, so many things following us. Okay, back at the Rebel camp. Let's see. We got the totem for him. Beware, they might put up a fight.
Good.
Barum studies the inscriptions on the totem. I think I can read this text. Fascinating. Kulu, Mehamba, Pogian. What are these names?
Off with you.
Oh, what do we get? Oh, we got honored with Iron Forge. Nice. Ah, these must be names of their totemic creatures, the animals that they attribute to the spirits. Let's see. Mahamba is water, Sulukalu is earth, Pogian is air, fire? I can't make out this part. I'd like some more information on these spirits of theirs. The Bloodscalp have a camp close to here in the Takashi ruins. Maybe you can find some details there.
Watch, get her back.
Okay, gotta collect some icons. How many did you find? The fetish, we got 8 of them.
Alrighty then.
These will provide a bit of, what's the troll word? Voodoo? Juju? Ticklabang? Ah, it doesn't matter. If we're going to rebuild a troll, we need troll magic, and these fetishes are full of it. Oh, this is reminding me of Abercrombie from Duskwood. The soul is ready, but the body is not. For a skull as well formed, as marvelous, as beautiful as this, we will need a suitable body. The chief of the Bloodscalps, Ganzula, won his throne with brute force. If he still lives, you'll find him in Zulkunda to the west. Taking his body won't be easy, but nothing a sturdy paladin like yourself couldn't handle. Bring it back here when you're done.
Off and away.
Okay, this seems like a mistake, but I guess I'll go do that.